Okay, so I was riding my little pit bike the other day, and this is the pit bike that's got the eBay engine on it, the CDI eBay engine for $265, and it just stopped running in the middle of the field for no reason at all. I had to basically limp the bike back home. I was thinking it was probably an electric problem, which it was. So anyways, I had compression, I had fuel, but I did not have spark, so I was thinking CDI box, ignition coil, both those are brand spanking new. I tested them. Both of them tested good. The thing that I was not getting is I wasn't getting any power from the stator. So I went ahead and I took off the stator cover, the side cover of the engine to get to the stator. I bought this handy dandy little flywheel puller on eBay for about 12 bucks just to be able to get this flywheel off, which I was kind of pissed off about. I wish that I could have used my regular flywheel puller. Anyways, I'm looking at the stator and the problem is very simple. I don't necessarily need a new stator, but this wire right here that connects to this solder joint, this wire right here had come completely unsoldered, or it just snapped off that solder joint, and this green wire right here had come completely off of this joint right here. And a few months before I lost spark, or the engine stopped running, the headlight was just like barely on or whatever. When I first installed the headlight, it was super bright, and then a few days after I installed it, it was barely bright at all. So I'm thinking one of these wires off was helping to power the headlights and it come off, and then maybe one of these wires that was powering, well, it looks like the wire going to the pickup coil is fine. So basically the red wire giving voltage to the ignition coil and the CDI box to power the spark plug had come undone, and that was probably this. I'm guessing maybe this wire, well, it's green, maybe it's the ground, I don't know if it's something else, or I don't know. It looks like it's interconnected to the yellow wire right there, which I know powers the rectifier to power the headlight. So I'm thinking this wire coming undone had made the headlight stop working, and this wire is probably providing power for spark. So anyways, to fix this, I've got my soldering iron heating up right now, and I am really not that good at soldering. I don't want to film myself trying to solder this because I will be screaming into the camera, but I'm gonna see if I can solder that wire, those two wires back on there, and hopefully get this baby back running with minimal intrusion. Okay, I just finished soldering it with my handy dandy little soldering iron here. Like I showed before, I just finished soldering this green wire back onto that terminal, and this black wire onto that terminal, which I think was for the spark of the engine. I'm gonna go ahead and see if this thing fires now after doing this, but I've got to get the flywheel back on there. But the soldering actually went a lot better. This little piece of solder that I found in my bag actually just, it stuck on those terminals so well. Usually my experience with soldering is it's very hard and the solder doesn't stick on there. I didn't even put any flax on there because I didn't know how to gob that on there the right way. But it looks like that's going to work for now, and it looks like all the other wires are on there the way they're supposed to be. I'll put the flywheel back on there and hopefully we will be in business. Okay, engine's running now, so I fixed the spark problem, but the headlights still are just barely on. I don't know which one of those wires down there controls this. Maybe my rectifier regulator is messed up, I don't know, but it's brand new, so I don't know why my headlight's still not working. But at least the engine's working now, and that was an easy fix for the stator.